adventurers, this is Zexty. I just wanted to make a quick guide on Path of Glory Rift 22. So to actually enter this, you are required to have 230,000 family CP. So I know that's a little bit high. I'm barely there, so this is the highest difficulty. It's brand new. It just came out yesterday. So just before I start, I wanted to let you know that I highly recommend putting on pets that have boss damage. So this boss damage will carry over into Path of Glory. So this is a pretty good tip in general, even if you're not doing this Rift 22. But let's jump right into it. So before you start, I recommend selecting pre-battle formation, and that's just so you can set up your team. I put my main character in the middle, and then I put two characters towards the very front where the first boss will come out of, and then two just kind of on the wings towards the very back. The reason I put two in the front is just to damage the monsters as they're coming out, but then also there's like a specific boss that you'll want them there anyways, and then the two in the back, I put them there just because a lot of these bosses, they'll run straight for your gate, so you want to make sure that you already have people back there and ready to defend for you. And then as always, I put my two main characters just in the middle, just because most bosses tend to run through there, and they'll take a lot of damage from them as well. But I'll go a little bit more in depth for each boss. So in my opinion, this boss right here, the Gatekeeper, the Desert Naga, he's probably the easiest boss to start out with. So if you want to, you can always just kind of keep re-rolling your Path of Glory attempts until you get this one. This one's by far the easiest in my opinion. So he just kind of runs into the middle, and then you'll kind of want your two main characters to be attacking him. Sometimes one of them won't, but about halfway through his HP, he will run towards your gate. So what I just did was I moved one of my characters that were towards the very front up to the top. That way I would end up moving two characters. So I moved my main one all the way to the gate, and then I moved one to the top, and then that's just where they're gonna end up anyways. So in this run, I actually got really lucky getting the Guardian Spirit. So again, if you want to, you can always keep resetting until you get this, but basically because I had moved my main character early and the other character early as well, I was able to move my characters back to where they need to be in time before like I really got into this wave. So again, just kind of keep that in mind. Be cognizant that you will need to keep moving them. The more you do it, the better you'll get at it. So for this boss, I actually think he's the hardest one. I don't think he's like that hard, but the issue with him is when he jumps, he does a lot of damage to your characters, and this can really mess up your management of their health. So as you see, while he's jumping by, he's kind of like wrecking my front two characters. However, my main character can kind of take it a little bit better, so he ends up stopping like right in the middle, so you can get a lot of damage off on him. However, he will here in a little bit start jumping around, so he'll just kind of start wandering, and he'll do a lot more damage to your characters at that point as well. So what I would do is kind of look at what direction he's gonna go, and then put your main character over there to tank that jump for your other characters, and then also so you can keep doing damage to him. And then also, if you're kind of like me and you have this the heal in the middle, put your low health characters towards the middle. You'll have enough time to pretty much reset your characters here in a little bit anyways. The next boss is gonna be I think it's Shayla. So this boss is pretty interesting. She'll start out right in the front, so you can get a lot of damage off on her early on, but she'll stop like right here in this corner. So sometimes three of your characters can attack her. I don't think I got super lucky on this run for her, but basically she'll stand there until she's like, I think it's like a time thing, but it might be a health bar thing. I get her to around like 14, 13-ish health bars, and then after that she'll make clones of herself. So she'll be in a lot of different places, and then just kind of from what I've seen, she typically goes down at the bottom over here next to this character, but I think that she can move in pretty much any of those spots. So anywhere that there is a clone of her, she can go, or anywhere that they spawn, she can go. What I would do though is look at her health bar as she's being attacked right here, and then whenever she does the little clone thing, look for the one that has the same health bar as her, and that's the main body. And then what I would do is just kind of move more of your characters over there to make sure that she's being ganged up on by multiple of your characters. So here I'm just kind of checking the HP, and it's like, okay, I know these aren't her because they're max HP still, whereas this one had pretty much half HP. So I knew this was the main body, and it just kind of so happened that my main characters were already there anyways, so I didn't really have to do much. But keep that in mind, it definitely is helpful. So this next boss is kind of tricky. He runs straight to your gate, and he does a pretty good amount of damage. He also has a special attack, which is it's kind of weird. I think it one-shots your gate if you don't stop him in time. But basically, you have two choices. You can either shoot him with the air raid, or you can put 3 characters on him where they'll be attacking him. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make sure that I have enough energy to summon those elephants at the very end. So instead of using the air raid, I use the attack bonus, and then because I have all 3 of these, all 3 of these characters in this spot, they should do enough damage. However, he does end up charging his special attack, which you'll see here in a second. So it was a little bit nerve-wracking. I don't actually know how I stopped the attack. He just kind of stopped. So as you see, he's preparing a powerful attack. None of my characters are doing anything, and somehow it says that I destroyed the black sphere. So maybe that's like a glitch, I don't really know. But he was a low HP anyways. So now Laytenn has spawned, and I make a mistake here. So I summon those elephants like right away. The issue with this is once Laytenn's at a certain health percentage, he will charge your gate. So that's not like a time thing, that's just because his HP is so low. What you can do is kind of wait until he goes down a few health bars and then summon those elephants, and then he'll pretty much die and he won't even be able to attack your gate. So just be aware of that. But that's pretty much it for Path of Glory Rift 22. Again, these monsters, or the bosses, they will spawn at random. So my trip might not be the same as yours, and yours might not be the same as mine. But hopefully this helps you. Hopefully this gives you a good idea of what the bosses do. And then also, just as a reminder, make sure that you're putting on your boss damage pets. They're super helpful. So as always, please like, comment, and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. So hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.